KI Legal is a multidisciplinary firm. We represent a lot of different businesses, everything from transactions to litigation. And so a lot of times, we evaluate what is the best optimal client journey that someone can come into the law firm and follow for maximum value.
Yeah, and ideally, it's when a client that's starting a business comes to us from the onset, right? The old adage, you can't build a house without putting that foundation first, right? You don't go roof first, you go foundation first, sticks up. And the same applies in opening up and running a successful business. It starts with corporate formation, corporate governance, operating agreements, shareholders agreements, making sure
Financing agreements.
absolutely financing to the extent you are, and then from there we venture into the day-to-day of the business itself, your employment agreements, your handbooks, things of that nature, so that when you get sued and I have to send the client over to your department, you have something to work with.
Yeah, we call them bullets, right? So from the litigation side, if I have nothing to work with, it's very difficult to defend, and there's still things that you can do. But the reality is it's a lot easier when I have something to work with, and those are the bullets. So ideally, we're part of creating those bullets and making sure we minimize the chances you're going to get sued. And if you do get sued, which unfortunately in this country and especially in this city, it's going to happen in some way, shape, or form, whether it's between your vendor, a lender, an employee, a partner, a shareholder, whatever it is, it's going to happen. So you want to mitigate the chances that it'll happen. And the only way to mitigate it is the stuff that you can control, which is your side of the documents.
And I prefaced the beginning with the ideal client, but we know that it doesn't always work out that way,
Sure.
right? We have clients that come to us with zero records, zero employment agreement, nothing, they haven't done anything right.
Yeah.
And they're in the middle of a lawsuit. That doesn't mean that they can't remediate post-lawsuit.
Correct.
But it's not the ideal situation. So it's important that, our clients work with us from the beginning, because we know what their life cycle is. We know what to look out for before it's even happened.
Sure.
And that's the best way of doing it, in my opinion.
I think, whenever we ask a client, so we need your corporate books and records, and they say, oh, my accountant has it. So there's some binder in an accountant's office along with another 100 of them that has never been signed. There are no stock certificates issued. The operating agreement does not exist. It's a template one, and the accountant in all likelihood just went on Biz Filings or one of these other companies and ordered whatever entity he or she decided is best for tax purposes. So we go back and we got to clean that up. That's the corporate cleanup, which is cleaning up, not doing the transactional side when they started correct. And then we go into the labor and employment and we clean up that side of it. But ultimately, the ideal journey is transactions, litigation, and now you've become a general counsel client. We're living and breathing everything that's happening in their industries so that they don't have to. And we're informing them, hey, this is happening. There's a bill that's proposed that's going to do this, right? How do you think, how do you feel about it? I'm going to be speaking with these government officials about this issue from the industry perspective. And these are the things that, ultimately allow us to get to that point if we know everything about your business.
If you're considering starting a business, whether in the restaurant, hospitality, real estate, or construction space, I encourage you to reach out to us at kilegal.com or to call us at the office so that we can put you on the right roadmap from the beginning and not have to take corrective measures later on.